Hey guys, welcome to one of your last days of Leap to Lead. I really hope that you all have soaked up all the information that we have given you and you have truly put it to use. We have really worked hard on the content and getting everything put together for you guys. So I really hope you all have taken full advantage of this program and that a lot of you all are going to promote by the end of the month. So today's topic is going to be a little bit lengthy, probably a little bit lengthier than your other trainings, but it's really important that we go over this. So a lot of people, unfortunately, will get people to sign up and then they leave them high and dry. And this program is what we are trying to knock that out with. We no longer want people to sign up and be left to the wolves. We are not doing that anymore. So today is on the 5 fundamentals of leading. So the 5 fundamentals of leading are prepare, discover, coach, connect, and replicate. I'm going to go over what each one of those means, but those are the mainstays in a business when you are trying to lead a team. So I want you to think about all these things as I'm telling you, and think about things that you're already doing in your business, and think about things that you need to start implementing in your business to help your new recruits get off on the right foot, get their business started the way that we want them to, and to really get the most out of this business. So just going to jump right in with prepare. So you're going to see me continue to look over at my notes because it's a lot of information and I really don't want to leave anything out. So you want to lead with intention and you want to be prepared when you get these teammates. You don't want to have someone sign up on a whim that you didn't even know was going to join and you don't have anything in place. So that's why we've really kind of started getting all the systems in place, or at least starting to get you all to think about getting systems in place so that when you do get recruits, you don't have to scramble around to make sure you're getting all the things that you need for these people. We want to have these systems already set in place so that when you do get someone, you're ready to go. It's immediate. You send the welcome email, you send the welcome packet, you get them going, right? You set up their launch party, and it's all gravy from there. And that you want to be able to replicate that as more and more people join your team. So you want to be prepared. You want to think about what helped you whenever you first started. What was the biggest thing that helped you get a firm grasp of your business? What do you wish you would have known? What do you sit back and think as you see later on, like, wow, I wish I really would have known that when I first started. That really would have helped me. What helped get you to this point? What did you do to get new teammates? And then you want to think about all that, and then you want to create scalable systems for your teammates to follow. So just like I've showed you all how to create join packets and welcome packets and send out your pouch parties and all of those things we've talked about, follow-up systems, all of those things, those are all scalable, replicatable systems that we want you all to start implementing and teaching your teams. And we want to implement that from day one because we want to set them up for success from day one, because the longer they are just kind of flailing in the wind and not knowing what's going on, the more apt they're going to be to get frustrated and overwhelmed and stop. And we do not want them to stop because their most excitement occurs in that very first 30 days, probably. That's the most excited they're ever going to be in their business. So you want to make sure that you're setting them up for success, not failure. So you want to really make sure that you've got good systems in place that you can teach them. One of the greatest tools that we have available in our workstation is the new sponsor checklist. And so whenever you're thinking about getting prepared for things, this new sponsor checklist is huge because it goes through everything you're going to need to do with that new teammate and how you're going to set them up for success. So it goes through welcome your teammate, contact them within 24 hours, share your excitement, give them the welcome packet, and it goes through and tells you everything that you need to do with your new recruit. So I want you all to print this off. This is your challenge for today. I want you all to print this off. Some of the other systems that you all can think about is knowing how often you should follow up with your teammates when they join. So for an example, and it's going to be not necessarily like a cookie cutter situation. It's going to be really dependent on how needy your new recruit is. If there's somebody that really is kind of lost, maybe there's somebody that's not as young as some of your other recruits have been and aren't really familiar with technology or the workstation or anything, and they may need a little bit more hand holding in the beginning. And I'm not completely saying to do their work for them, but what I am saying is they may need a little bit more help. So maybe in days 1 through 70, you have weekly contact. Some people may require a little bit more than that. Day 70 plus, you have weekly team contact to monthly individual contact. And then the people that are starting to build their teams for themselves, you want to have weekly contact with them so that you're explaining to them what they need to do with their recruits. Set days of the week for certain tasks. Monday, do teamwork. Tuesday, do VIP work. Wednesday, do follow-up work. Thursday, do a special. Friday, do parties. Something that you can repeat, teach your teams, keep it going. Something that's going to work for you. And obviously you want to find something that does work for you, because if you're just doing something that you really don't like and you really don't think that it's helpful, it's not going to be successful for you because you're going to drop it. So you want to find something that works for you. Print off those daily action sheets. Those are going to help you tremendously because they're going to help you with time management, and they're going to help you know the things that you need to accomplish that day. And they're going to help you because it makes you feel accomplished, right? When you have a box to check off. So if you have that daily action sheet and you know what you're supposed to do, you can look at that and think, oh, I was successful today because I completed X, Y, and Z. So print those off and really get those implemented in your business. Okay, discover. What is driving your new teammate? Why did they join Scentsy? How do they learn? How can they be supported? What makes them motivated? Are they money motivated? Are they friend motivated? Are they fun motivated? Whatever it may be, figure out what it is that's driving your new teammate, because that new teammate is going to be different from your previous teammate. They're going to be different from your teammates on down the road. Everybody's different, so you need to make sure that you're honing in on what this individual has decided they wanted to start this business for. Because if they decided they only want free and half off Scentsy, are you going to drive home that they need to be a director in a year? No, because they're not going to care and they're going to drop you. They're going to feel intimidated. They're going to feel overwhelmed, and they're going to think that you're just not listening to what they're saying. So focus on what they want. Don't push the people that don't want anything more than a fun hobby, and don't not give someone support that doesn't want more out of their business. So you really need to individualize what you do with these people. Coach them. And coaching them is not something that is a one-time deal. Okay, we're not one-time hitter quitters here. Coaching is ongoing. Coaching is checking in with your team, seeing how they're doing, seeing what their goals are, knowing what their goals are, and being there for them so that you can help support them and grow further on. There's an acronym that our workstation gives us, and it is TIME. TIME for teach. Teach, illustrate, mentor, and empower. So you want to teach them the task, share why it's important, share how it's worked for you. You want to illustrate by showing them what you mean. You want to mentor them by guiding them, and you want to empower them by telling them what a great job they've done. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind when you're coaching someone, because you don't always want to be a drill instructor. You want to be someone that is a supportive, information type person. You don't want to just shove things down their throat and say, if you're not doing it my way, then we're not doing it. You really want to take those things into account. You want to be supportive and positive. If something's going wrong, you don't want to just drop it and be like, yeah, this happens all the time. I can't believe everything's sold out. You cannot be that way. You've got to always look at the positive and make sure that you keep them positive, because if they are first starting out and things are happening unexpectedly that you don't normally see, they may think that that is how it always is and that they are not going to be able to be very successful, and that's not what we want. Help them set SMART goals. So I don't know if you all know much about SMART goals, but SMART goals are something that actually I think shows up on our dashboard. And SMART goals is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So when you're setting a goal, you want to have all those factors in place. So when somebody says, I want to make money, that's their why. No, that's not working. You need to make a SMART goal. So it needs to be, I want to make $300 by May to pay my car payment every month. Something like that is what you need to help them realize that if they are, the more specific about it they are, the more likely they are to achieve that goal because they're thinking about it and they're thinking why they want to do it. And then, of course, you want to check in with them frequently and consistently. Don't check in with them every single day for the first 2 weeks and then drop off and never talk to them for 3 or 4 months. Don't do that. You want to be consistent in how you're following up with them. You want to hold them accountable. If they're telling you that they want to be a director, you want to check in with them and ask them what they're doing to meet those goals. How are they teaching their teams? How are they leading their teams? What are they doing to get them to their goals? And if they're not, maybe you need to refocus with them, touch base with them, and maybe do a coaching call. Celebrate them. Whatever it is that they have done, celebrate it. If they haven't been active in 4 months and they put in $200, message them and tell them what a great job they've done and how excited you are that they have come back to us. Celebrate them for their shooting star. Celebrate them for their sensational start. Make it the biggest deal. Post it on your Facebook story. Post it in every single group. Make a big fun picture of them. Celebrate them. Make it a big deal. Connect. You want to, this is your third fundamental, by the way. No, fourth fundamental. You want to connect these people with other Scentsy community. You want to create a sense of community within your team. Okay, so that means making a team page as soon as you get your first recruit, because you want them to feel like they have a safe place to go to get ideas, to get support, to bounce things off each other, and just to feel welcome, to be a part of something. So you want to encourage connection between you and your teammate, and then the teammate and other teammates, because we are all one big happy family and we need to start treating it that way. And then, of course, replicate. You want whatever it is that you are doing to be replicatable so that you can teach your downline to do the same, so that they can teach their downline to do the same, and so on and so forth. So the more that you are doing these things, the more they are going to become mainstay in your life and your business. If you do these things one time and forget about it, it's not going to work. But if you do them consistently with every single recruit, it's going to become a system that you stick to, and it's going to become your Scentsy lifestyle. So you need to make sure that whatever it is you're doing is replicatable, that you enjoy it, that it works for you, and that you can show someone else. If it is some intricate, crazy system, you are never going to be able to teach that to anybody else. Keep it simple, let it work for you, and let it be someone else's thing. So you definitely want to continue and consistently build your business in ways that you can teach other people. You are the first thing people know. When they click join, you're the first thing, okay? You should be the one that is welcoming them. You should be the one that's telling them what their goals are. You should be the one that helps them set up their launch page or decide what their launch event is going to be. Or if they don't want to do a launch event, just to at least show them how to set up a party in their workstation. You are the person. You're their person. If you act like you could care less, if you don't even check in with them, if you don't show them how excited you are that they joined your team, because there are millions of people in the world, billions of people in the world, they chose you to be their sponsor. So you are their person. They are looking up to you to guide them, to show them what they need to do in this business and how they need to do it. So if you are sucking the life out of Scentsy and not doing a good job, that's probably how they're going to see it, and they're not going to care. They're not going to want to be successful, and they're not going to have a good taste for this. You can literally make or break someone's Scentsy experience in the first 30 days. If you do not talk to them, if you do not help them, if you are not positive and you are basically just acting like they're a nuisance, they're going to get a bad taste in their mouth and they're going to leave. They're not going to care at all. You could have the most motivated person in the world join your team, but if you act like you don't care about them and you're not there for them, they're going to peace out. Because it's going to be more of a sense of hurt almost. If they're trying to reach out to somebody who's supposed to be their person and you act like you can't be bothered with them, they're definitely going to be done with that. So make sure that you are there for your teammates. Be their person and make sure they know that you love them and that you're there for them and you're here to guide them in any way that they need. So that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted you all to really think about the things that you've done in the past, things that have not worked for you, and things that you have heard that I have said that you need to start implementing. And probably a lot of other things that we've talked about in this program are things that you need to start implementing that you haven't yet. This is one of the biggest things that I want you all to start implementing. Print the new sponsor checklist off. It has check boxes just like their new checklist does. And I want you to make sure that these are the things that you are following through with on your new recruits, because we have got to start doing a better job in being there for people. Some people are great. Some people are the worst. So just make sure you're one of the best, because like I said, and they also have a choice to quit and reinstate under somebody else. They can definitely do that. And I know people that have purposely stopped putting orders in so that they can get a new sponsor. Don't be that person. Don't let your attitude affect somebody else's success. Okay? So I hope you all got something out of that. Sorry it took so long, but it was a lot of information. Make sure you are printing this off. I'm going to upload it to the files in our group. I want you to print that off, and I want you to tell me below some things that you feel like you are already implementing and some things that you feel like are going to be an integral piece in moving forward. Type that in the comments, and we'll see you later.